Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. We talked about a general tour across Turkey in our previous video, and today we will highlight top 10 places you can visit in Istanbul. If you haven't already, please subscribe our channel and drop a like if you enjoy this video. Now let's move on with the video. Turkey is a fascinating country full of attractions and history that can be experienced in different ways. Many travelers visit the city for its rich culture, historical sites, impressive architecture, and delicious food. There are many places to see in Istanbul and get some inspiration for your next trip. Here are our top 10 most visited sites and where you should head to learn more about the region. Number 1. Topkapi Palace. In the Byzantine era, 6 years after conquering Istanbul and then Constantinople, Sultan Mehmed II constructed Topkapi Palace on the site of the former Acropolis. Topkapi Palace would then rank top among all Ottoman palaces in Istanbul. The distinctive architectural style of this palace sets it apart from the prevalent Western and Eastern styles of the time. Four primary courtyards serve diverse purposes in Topkapi Palace. For instance, the second courtyard served as the administrative center, while the fourth courtyard had several lovely pavilions and gazebos. You might want to spend a little more money on a guided tour to obtain a better understanding of the palace. Number 2. Dolmabahce Palace. Sultan Abdülmecid instructed the Armenian Bulyan family to build Dolmabahce Palace. The Sultan ordered the construction of this palace because he believed Topkapi to be outdated and in poor condition. In addition, he desired that the Ottoman Empire own a palace to equal the numerous opulent castles and palaces found throughout Europe. The Dolmabahce Palace was in use from 1902 to 1922 and from 1856 to 1887. That would make this one of the Ottoman Sultan's final homes. Interestingly, Abdülmecid was also the name of the last Sultan to rule this region. Number 3. Beylerbeyi Palace. You might wish that normal holiday homes were like this after entering this magnificent 19th century palace. Beylerbeyi, which translates to Lord of the Lords, is a fitting moniker given that Beylerbeyi Palace is unquestionably one of Istanbul's many stunning palaces. On the Asian side of the Bosphorus, the Beylerbeyi Palace is located. Since Sultan Abdülmecid II was housed there when he was under house arrest, it is also technically the final residence the Ottoman sultans occupied. Even in the early years of modern Turkey, Turkish President Ataturk enjoyed hosting visitors at the Beylerbeyi Palace. Anyone who likes architecture should see the magnificent summer home as an example of the empire, with its spectacular gardens and intricately ornamented ceilings. Number 4. Yıldız Palace. The name, which means Star Palace, is appropriate. Another palace in Istanbul that has received recognition from UNESCO is the Yıldız Palace. It's on the list of examples of how the Ottoman Empire and European architecture coexist together. That could be a result of Italian architect Raimondo Duranco being one of the main architects working on the pavilions. The connection between the parks/gardens and the Ron Palace via a bridge may attract tourists and provide a two-for-one opportunity. It's close to Dolmabahce Palace as well, however. Yıldız Palace doesn't have a view of the Bosphorus like the latter does. Although certain pavilions date back to the reign of Sultan Abdulaziz, Abdülhamid occupied this building from 1876 until 1909. During those times, the Sultan enlarged the pavilions to turn them into a tiny city that included an opera house, a carpenter shop, and even an imperial porcelain factory. The latter restored the ceramic trade in Anatolia and imported furniture from Europe. People who enjoy reading and art should visit the palace, which is now a museum and library. The library houses a sizable collection of both books and pictures. Number 5. Sirigan Palace. You don't have to go back to the Ottoman era if you wanted to experience what it was like to be one of the numerous Ottoman sultans. Sirigan Palace was built in the 19th century and is situated close to some of the palaces on our list. It was constructed during a time when sultans preferred to live independently from their parents, which is understandable in modern times. This palace was constructed by Sultan Abdulaziz, who passed away a few years later. He was unable to take pleasure in it, but you may. Because the Sirigan Palace may be the only stunning palace in Istanbul where you may stay, we believe you don't need a time machine. The most lavish hotel option in Istanbul is the Sultan Suite, which is listed as the 14th most expensive hotel suite in the world on CNN. Kempinski Hotels is in charge of running the place. Number 6. The Blue Mosque. The magnificent blue-domed mausoleum was built by Sultan Mehmet and later converted into a mosque by Murad III. Located right behind the historic old town of Sefriyeses, located on the shores of the Bosphorus River. Also known as Little Mosque, this famous building overlooks the Grand Canal through which people access Istanbul. This place is often referred to as the Great Place of Istanbul, because of its spectacular setting attracting tourists every day for its majestic appearance. Other famous museums like Istanbul Museum, İstiklal Museum, and Mimar Sinan Museum are some other must-see museums in Istanbul.
Number 7. Hagia Sophia Mosque. This iconic mosque is one of Turkey's most significant mosques. Built in the early 16th century on orders of Emperor Justinian I. It has become a gathering place for everyone interested in studying Islamic philosophy and science. From architects, artists, historians, theologians, etc., it attracts thousands of visitors each year. An essential stop on the religious tourism trail as it houses both the tombs of saints and martyrs as well as the library and classrooms that teach Islam's doctrines. While it could never rival any of the amazing mosques you'll probably travel to in France or Spain, it's sure going to take center stage on your bucket list of places to visit. Another major attraction inside is the Temple of Holy Wisdom.
Number 8. Galata Tower. This massive skyscraper stood tall until 2011 on the banks of the Bosphorus River across from Kayseri Mosque. When completed, the building housed around 600 marble columns weighing nearly 500 tons. Around 300 tons of these stones were shipped to Constantinople during Emperor Constantine's reign. Architecturally, the tower resembles a giant snake and stands like Avengers standing guard against invaders. It is said that even today the structure resembles a dragon when seen from opposite sides. Since its construction, it served as a symbol of power since the majority of buildings built in Byzantine times could not contain such huge amounts of weight. Although many believe it is nothing but an unnatural phenomenon, the towers still attract plenty of admirers.
Number 9. Bosporus Sea Waterway Bridge. Built during the Turkish occupation which lasted from 1923 until 1926, it is the longest waterway bridge in Western Europe and connects the seaside cities of Izmir and Istanbul. With a total length of 454 meters and 22 m wide, it can connect both islands by foot. The cable-stayed bridge crosses 3 kilometers of sea. People can buy tickets online which are valid till August 31, 2021. Besides being a great attraction for travelers visiting Istanbul, it becomes very easy to reach the nearby island if you use public transportation from Sahin in Bilgi Marmara. It is a great way to spend the summer in Istanbul. You will love this breathtaking scenery while enjoying some sun. If you're looking for something else to do in Istanbul, don't miss this must-visit destination.
Number 10. Istanbul Archaeological Park. One of the major draws of Istanbul Archaeological Park is the Neolithic caves dating back to 1800 BC that lies along the western coast of Anatolia. Within this park lies another world-class archaeological monument which is believed to be created during the Bronze Age. The area is covered with prehistoric ruins including burial mounds of stone mortuary houses,